Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Problematical. Today we'll be discussing exercise 12.1 from chapter 12, Introduction to Three-Dimensional Geometry from class 11th Maths NCERT. So the first question is, a point is on the x-axis. What is the y-coordinate and z-coordinate? What is its y-coordinate and z-coordinate? So let us draw a three-dimensional plane. So I'm just drawing the first octant of it. It can look something like this. This is your x-axis, your y-axis, and your z-axis. So if you locate any point in space, the perpendicular, it will have some distance with respect to x, y, and z axis, or it will have some coordinate x, y, and z. Let this point be P. Such a point lies in a plane, say xy plane, then its z coordinate will be 0 because any point in plane will be at a 0 distance from z axis. Similarly, any point on any of the axes means it is from a 0 distance from the other two axes. So if this point were to be plotted in this plane, if I plot this point on this plane, xy plane, its z coordinate will be 0. And this point, foot of the perpendicular, at its foot of the perpendicular will have the coordinates x, y, 0 because the z coordinate is 0. Now, if I move this point on either of the two axes, say if I move this point on y-axis, or if I move this point on the x-axis, then this distance will be your x-coordinate and this distance will be y-coordinate. So if I plot this point over here, your y-coordinate becomes 0. That means now the new point G on the x-coordinate will have x, y-coordinate 0 and z-coordinate 0. So if a point is on x-axis, its y and z coordinates will be 0. Next, a point is on xy plane. Now, there is a point in z plane, sorry. What can you say about its y coordinate? Again, if you have your x, this is my x-axis, z-axis, and y-axis. If you have a plane over here, this is your xz plane. This can be considered as your xz plane. So for xz plane, your z coordinate and any point in this plane will definitely have a z coordinate and will have an x coordinate. However, your y coordinate becomes 0. So if you have a point over here in space P, and if you draw a perpendicular from this point on your xz plane, it will look something like this. This is a perpendicular which is drawn from this point P on this xz plane. It is touching the plane at this particular point. For this particular point, the coordinates are x, y, and z. This distance is its y coordinate. Now, when you say that instead of displacing this point from this point to xz plane, you're getting rid of this y distance, and your y distance will be 0. That means there will not be any line which is parallel to y-axis. So this point, say F, will have x and z coordinates, but will not have any y coordinate. So for a point in XZ plane, y coordinate will be 0. Okay, next. Name the octants in which the following points lie. Now, there are 8 octants in a 3-dimensional plane. These octants have different signs for X, Y, and Z axis. In each octant, say this is the first octant, all 3 coordinates X, Y, and Z will be positive. So the positive coordinates X, Y, and Z form a section, a region, which is called as the first octants. All you have to do is name the octants. The octants are named by Roman numbers. So based on the first point, let's call these points as A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So your A point is 1, 2, and 3. All X, Y, and Z are positive. So this A point lies in the first octant. B is 4 minus 2, 3. So X and Z are positive and Y is negative. So you have plus, minus, plus, which is your fourth quadrant. So this lies in the fourth quadrant. C, 4 minus 2 minus 5. So plus, minus, minus. This lies in the 8th octant. D, 4, 2 minus 5 plus, plus, minus. This is 5th octant. E, minus 4, 2 minus 5. This is minus, plus, minus, which is your 6th octant. F, minus 4, 2, 5. This will be your minus, plus, plus, which is your 2nd octant. G, minus 3, minus 1, 6. Minus, minus, plus, 3rd octant. H, minus 2, minus 4, minus 7. This is minus, 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 which is your 7th octant. Next. Fill in the blanks. First, the X and Y axis taken together determine a plane known as the XY plane. So X and Y axis, they together form. That means you need points only from X coordinate and you need only X and Y coordinates. For Z coordinate to be 0, there shouldn't be any line parallel to Z axis. So definitely the point has to be in XY plane. The coordinates of points in XY plane are of the form. How do you write the coordinates? X, Y, 0. Your Z coordinate is 0. The coordinate planes divide the space into dash octants. We know that coordinate planes means your all 3 coordinate planes X, Y, Y, Z, and ZX. This is 3-dimensional geometry, so it will form 8 octants. This is your first exercise. Thank you.